Hey, Siva here. In this video, I'm going to give you instructions and guidelines on how to go about our 21 days 5 a.m. wake up challenge. Before we go inside the video, I want to sincerely appreciate for your decision to join in this challenge because my dear friend, if you just blindly follow our instructions, our guidelines and do exactly as we say, your life in 21 days will completely transform for the good of your future. With that promise, let us jump inside the video. Come on. Okay, let's start. This 21 days 5 a.m. challenge was actually part of our very intense, deep 3 days, 6 hours workshop, Productivity Mastery Bootcamp. This was designed exclusively for the participants of that workshop to help them wake up at 5 in the morning. But then for a lot of reasons, we opened it up to anybody and everybody who want to inculcate this as a very powerful habit. And that's how it is open to anybody and everybody who want to learn to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, my dear friends. Why 5 a.m. in the morning? I can comfortably work anytime in the day. I normally work late night in the night times. I'm a night owl. I sleep in the morning. Why only night time? How does it matter? I can work whenever I want to work, right? I keep hearing this from people all the time. Yes, of course, there is something called as productivity rhythm. Everybody's rhythm is different. Everybody is peak and active, energetic in different parts of time. Some people are very active early in the morning, some are in the afternoon, some are in the evening, some are in the late night. It all depends on your practice, your conditioning. Lot of factors play a role. But if you are a corporate professional, working professional, if you are a business person, and if you want to successfully grow in your life, in your career, in your business, understand this: early morning is very important. Studies after studies very clearly tell us all the great entrepreneurs, successful business owners are all early risers, and along with that, they had a very structured, powerfully designed morning routine that made them successful. Having a very powerful morning routine will set you for the day, set your mindset, set your energy levels, set your intention to start the day with a very positive note, and that goes on for the whole day. So 5 a.m. or early morning is very important. Along with that, let me also tell you, traditionally, evolutionarily, our human body is designed to sleep in the night time and wake up in the daytime. Have you seen these little children, 3-4 years old? When mother wants to put them to sleep, what does mother do? She takes them to the bedroom, close the door, close all the curtains, turn off the lights, put them to bed. In few minutes time, children goes into their sleep. Which means when darkness sets in, when everything is dark in front of you, your brain automatically goes into sleep mode. Yes, that's how our forefathers lived. They lived along with the sun's movement. They woke up early in the morning when sun rose. They went to sleep when the sun set. I remember in my school days in my village with no electricity, we woke up at 4:35 in the morning, went to sleep at 7 in the evening. 6 o'clock we had a dinner and 7 o'clock we slept. That's how life was all the time. So we aligned our work, our activities with the sun movement. But then we got this wonderful invention called electricity. Then came radio, then came television, computers, smartphones, laptops, social media platforms, and we became night owls. It's good one way because we work in different shifts. We run our call centers. We have meetings with the clients abroad. But that's one good thing. But that is also affecting our body clock. People work in call centers who work late nights suffer with a lot of medical health elements, my dear friends. So your body, our body, the human body definitely needs a solid rest in the night time, a good sleep for long hours. People say, I work in the night, I sleep in the morning, I compensate it. But that is not enough. The deep sleep that you get during the night can't be compared with your daytime sleep. When you sleep in the daytime, it's so bright outside, a lot of noise, disturbances. You will never go into the deep sleep state that you normally go when you sleep in the night time. So our body needs minimum of 5 hours of deep sleep, 6 to 7 hours of sleep in the night. That is very important. That is why we are designing this 5 a.m. club, because waking up early in the morning, sleeping deep enough in the night is going to help you regenerate yourself, become so enthusiastic, energetic in the daytime, where you can get a lot of things done in a very focused way in your professional and business journey. I will give you very clear step by step instructions on how to go about this 21 days. Okay, the first one, my dear friends, before you wake up in the morning is previous night. If you don't prepare your previous night, next day morning is going to be miserable. Have you noticed when you had a very deep sleep in the night and when you wake up in the morning, you feel so fresh, so energetic? In the nights when you had disturbed sleep, when you wake up in the morning, you feel dull, you feel headache, there is no energy in you. So proper deep sleep is important to wake up in the morning. For that, you have to do some very powerful preparations previous night. Number one is definitely do not eat after 8 p.m. in the night time. Early supper, early dinner is always good for your health, physically and mentally. But sadly, in our culture, what do? We go for birthday parties, reception parties, wedding parties with friends, dine out with family, drink and booze, and we go to all these parties. What happens? We order a lot of food. There is a buffet lunch, starters, main course, sweets and snacks, and this and that, fill all the plate full of stomach and come back, and then we feel so tired physically. You don't get sleep enough. Early morning is going to be very difficult for you. The first important action is do not consume anything solid, food, after 8 p.m. If you want, you can drink some water, a glass of warm milk is fine. Other than that, don't eat your dinner after 8 p.m. Complete your meal before 8 p.m. for sure. Number two is go to bed early. Unless you go to bed early, you can't wake up early in the morning because your body needs those 6-7 hours of rest. So before 10 a.m. before 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. maximum, go to bed. If you are somebody who's used to late night waking practice and doing a lot of work, you might feel very difficult to get your sleep in the initial days. But it's okay. Force yourself on the bed before 10:30. Even if you have some very interesting video going on, a very interesting news going on, don't worry about all of them. Hard shutdown at 10 o'clock. Go to bed at 10:30 p.m. Lie down, turn off your lights, close your eyes simply and try to go to sleep. If you do this regularly for 1, 2, 3, 4, 21 days, in the meantime gradually your body will set to the new clock and it will go to sleep very sooner as soon as you hit the bed. Third important point is very important, strictly DFS, which means device free sleeping. Do not carry your smartphone, your gadgets to your bedroom, to your bed. People say, I keep alarm on my mobile phone. It's okay, fine. Keep the phone in the entrance of the bedroom or outside the bedroom. Do not carry your phone with you. If you want, buy a very big mechanical clock and use it for alarm. I have a very nice clock, mechanical alarm clock. It makes a lot of noise at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Even my security in the apartment wakes up at 4:30 because of my alarm from the 4th floor. So buy something like that which can shake you up and wake you up in the morning at 5:30. So don't carry your smartphone into your bedroom. In our home, we have a very strict policy: no mobile phones, smart devices on the bed. Even during daytime, we don't allow our family members to lie on the bed and watch mobile phone, watch your laptop or smart devices. We very strictly say never use smart device on the bed during day or during night. leave them at the entrance of the bedroom or inside the bedroom in the corner near the door. Very important, my dear friends. Last one is do a very powerful intention anchoring exercise. What is that? Remember the days where you went for a wedding in the morning or went to catch a plane or a train? What happens? You have to wake up at 4 in the morning. You go to sleep previous night and you think to yourself, tomorrow morning I have to catch the plane, catch the train, have to go to airport. I must wake up a little early in the morning. You keep the alarm and most likely, most of the times, you automatically wake up before the alarm goes off. Yes or no? Your body is so powerfully conditioned. Your mind is so powerful. If you can program this in you, it will automatically wake you up. So when you lie on the bed, gently close your eyes and intentionally program your subconscious mind and tell to yourself, tomorrow morning I have to wake up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Imagine, visualize you're waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, getting ready. That is going to help you a lot. Keep saying this 10-20 times. Tomorrow morning 5 a.m., tomorrow morning 5 a.m., tomorrow morning wake up at 5 a.m. Program your mind, program your brain, and that is going to help you a lot. One of my mentor always says, she says, whenever I go to bed every day, night, I tell to myself, tomorrow morning there's a plane to catch. There's a flight to catch at 4 o'clock. Even if there is no flight to catch, I program this and trick my mind to make it wake up at early in the morning. Your mind is very tricky, okay? It will not let you wake up. And you have to trick your mind to wake up early in the morning. So do this very powerful intention anchoring exercise. That is the previous night preparation. If you do all of this and go to bed, comfortably sleep for 5-6 hours, 5 a.m. is quite easily possible, my dear friends. It is not a big magic or massive activity. Once you wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock, what you do is few quick actions. Number one is open our 21 days 5 a.m. challenge Telegram group. Send a post inside, I woke up at so and so time, and then immediately close the phone, throw it away. Sometimes you know what? You pick up the phone to post in Telegram, then you click something else, some notification, some WhatsApp, some Facebook, some Instagram, and you start browsing early in the morning. It's going to be a disaster for you. That's not the purpose of waking up at 5 in the morning. So pick up a mobile phone, open Telegram, send a quick message, close it, throw it away. Don't think about your phone. Number one. Number two is very, very important. Do a very powerful jumping jacks, minimum 30 counts. You can do 30 into 2 rounds or 3 rounds based on your physical wellness. But doing this jumping jacks early in the morning does two important things. One is it pumps up your cardio. You start breathing faster. When you start breathing faster, when your cardio becomes so active, it pumps blood to the whole body and to the brain. You become so physically active and mentally active. The sleep goes away. The laziness goes away. In few seconds, few minutes, you become so brisk in the morning. Number one. Number two is your bowel will become so empty quite easily. You don't have to struggle in the restroom. Number three is brush your teeth, go to your washroom, refresh yourself and get ready. Number four is drink a glass of warm water. If you want, you can add a few drops of honey in that and also a few drops of lemon in that. This is the quick action in the morning. This might take 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. Once you complete this activity, then starts our morning routine. And this is the most powerful block in the morning, my dear friends. Listen to this very, very carefully. I told you in the beginning, every great successful businessman, entrepreneurs had a very highly structured, powerful morning routine. This morning routine I picked up from this great man called Robin Sharma, who wrote a book 5 a.m. Club. And most of these techniques and tips I have learned from many of my mentors and my teachers. And believe me, I don't just copy and share with you. Before sharing with you, I have done my own experiments. I have my own experiences. I have been waking up at 4:30 in the morning for last 5-6 months continuously. And that practice is what I am teaching you in this course. The morning routine must have three important components. Number one is body, mind, and your intellect. So take 20 minutes. Robin Sharma says 20 20 20 rule. 20 minutes for body, 20 minutes for mind, 20 minutes for intellect. So 20 minutes, do some very brisk exercise. You go for a walk or a jog, you go for cycling, you do some floor exercises, abdomen crunches, planks, or burpees, push-ups, pull-ups, or you can do Surya Namaskar, yoga, whatever you think will make you physically healthy, physically brisk. Do that activity for 20 minutes continuously. Number one. Number two is for mind. For your mind, do a 20-minute very powerful mindfulness meditation. What is this? I will teach you right now, right here. Let's start. Sit straight, my dear friends. Sit straight. Keep your spinal cord straight, your body straight. Gently drop your shoulders in a relaxed mode. Gently close your eyes and listen to my instructions. Take your attention to top of your head. Scan your scalp, the whole head area, and gently feel relaxed. Your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, your lips, your chin and cheeks, the whole face is in a relaxed state. Your shoulders, your biceps, your elbows, your arms, your palms, your fingers are in very comfortable, relaxed state. Your chest, your body organs inside, your heart, your kidney, your liver, your intestines, your stomach, your backbone, spinal cord, your back, your hip are all in a relaxed mode. Your thighs, your knees, your calf muscles, your legs, your foot, your toes are in a very relaxed state. Your entire body is in a relaxed state. You are floating now like a feather on the air, very gently, with lot of ease and comfort. You are in a deep, relaxed state. In this state, bring your complete attention and focus onto your nostrils, above your upper lips, below your nose, at the entrance of the nostrils, and take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale 3 to 4 times. As you breathe in and breathe out, let your mind, let your focus, attention be on the nostrils. Experience the air flowing in and flowing out. Flowing in and flowing out. Come to a comfortable breathing pattern. Normal, gentle breathing. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, focus on your nostrils and the feelings and experience the airflow inside and outside. Stay there, focusing on the nostrils, experiencing the airflow Now what will happen is your mind is flow of thoughts, I said, chain of thoughts, continuous flow of thoughts like a river. Your mind will not stay back in the nostrils area. It will go to random places. You will get random flow of thoughts on your mind. You will think about your office, think about the meeting, think about the client, your credit card bill, your bank statement, your wife, your children, your car, your bike, the problems you have. Your mind will continuously flow with a lot of random thoughts. The moment you understand and discover that your mind is not here, it is randomly somewhere else, very gently tell to your mind, hey, dear mind, now your job is to focus on my breathing process, my breathing pattern. Come back here. Come back here. Very gently, very kindly bring your mind back and anchor that back onto your nostrils and start focusing on your breath. It will again go away. It will again run away. Gently bring it back. Gently bring it back. Keep doing this again and again and again and again. As you keep doing this every day for 20 minutes, day by day, as you practice this very sincerely, what will happen is the number of times and the duration the mind goes away from your anchor will slowly reduce, will slowly come down. It will not become zero. Your mind will still go here and there, but it will not go often. It will go once in a while. It will quickly come back. You will be able to be more and more mindful. You will be able to concentrate. You'll be able to stay with a lot of attention and focus on work at hand with this very powerful mindfulness meditation. Just by focusing on your breath, just by observing the airflow, inhale and exhale. Friends, very gently and slowly open your eyes. This exercise is called mindfulness meditation exercise, where you anchor your mind and thoughts onto your nostrils above your lips for 20 minutes continuously and attentively focus on your breathing pattern. As I told you, the mind will run away. Bring it back, pull it back. Don't scold brain. Don't get angry. Don't bully. If you start scolding, feeling bad and repenting, your brain will counteract. It will go far away. It will not come back easier. The smart way is to gently trick your mind with a lot of kindness and bring it back to your focus area and then stay there for 20 minutes. This is the most powerful mindfulness meditation technique, my dear friends. And third important point is for intellect. Learn something for 20 minutes. I would prefer to read a printed book of any of your choice, of your technology, your growth, your career, your life, some motivation, some marketing, some leadership, whatever is essential for your future, for your career growth, for your business growth. Pick up those books and start reading 20 minutes every day. Kindle reader, fine, but not through mobile phones, not through laptops and iPad, because you might get into other platforms and start wasting time there. I prefer to read a printed book, paper printed book. You can choose a Kindle reader as well, but ensure that you learn something for 20 minutes every day. And this is a very, very powerful morning routine. 20 minutes for body, 20 minutes for mind, and 20 minutes for intellect. But what I do is, I do changes here and there. For example, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I refresh myself, do jumping jacks, drink warm water. By 4:45 I'm ready. I sit down for my morning meditation. I do 30 minutes mindfulness meditation and I add little more advanced techniques. At 5:15 I step out for my morning walk. From 5:30 till 6:30 I walk for 1 hour, a very brisk walk. or I go to my gym, do some workout and come back. When I come back from my workout or walk, then I spend 20 minutes reading something. Which means I don't do 20, 20, 20. I do 30, 60, 20, 25, 30, depending on my interest. I keep changing this, but I ensure that I allocate some very solid time. Minimum 20 minutes every morning for body, mind, intellect. That combination is a very powerful combination that Robin Sharma teaches to all global leaders, and he says this routine works wonderfully well for people, and I have personally experienced it. The last important point, my dear friends, is plan your day. Give you another 10 minutes to do these quick activities. Number one is practice this thankfulness exercise. Sit down for a few minutes, thank your parents, thanks this universe, thank the Lord Almighty, thank the Mother Nature, your stakeholders, your family members, spouse, children, in-laws, brother, sister, relatives, friends. You think about everybody in the world and thank them for being with you, supporting you, and have the sense of gratitude in you. This sense in the morning will make you a wonderful human being, and you will do all great good deeds throughout the day. Next one is have some thinking time for yourself. Plan your meetings, plan your day, plan your life, plan your career. Maybe if you drink coffee or tea, once you complete all the exercises, pick up a mug of coffee, go to your balcony, sit down, look at the nature, trees, birds outside, and start thinking about that day for yourself. How to plan today's meeting, customer call, sales presentation, management meeting, whatever it is, have thinking time for yourself. And next one is write down your to-do list and also not to-do list. What will you not do that day? Today I will not go for a long coffee break. Today I will not go for a long lunch break. Today I will not access my smartphone. I will not watch social media. Today I will not go to Twitter. Today I will not waste my time. So also plan not to-do list along with your to-do list. Fourth one is spend time with your family in the morning. You wake up at 5 o'clock. By 6:30, 1.5 hours, you should complete the whole thing and then spend time with your family members. If you are the one who prepares your breakfast, lunch, dinner, start working in the kitchen, help your family member in the kitchen, or prepare your children for the online classes, get them to school, do some work with family members. Sit with your parents and grandparents, talk to them, listen to them, support in the family. Don't pick up a newspaper and start reading line by line, my dear friends. I have a lot of friends doing this mistake. They watch TV early in the morning, or they pick up a newspaper, read line by line, word by word. It doesn't make any sense, right? Read just headlines. Know what is happening in the world. That's enough for your business, your career. Right? So spend time with family in the morning as much as possible, and then move out for your office or start your work from home work. Look at this carefully. The whole thing will not take more than 1 hour to 1.5 hours maximum. From the time you wake up till you complete the whole process. This is what you will do from day 1 for 21 days continuously, consistently. You might miss 1 or 2 days, no problem, my dear friends. Don't be very tough and very harsh on yourself. I missed 1 day, I will quit this 21-day challenge. No. We all make mistakes. We all quit. We all give up at times. Sometimes I record something late in the night. I do some lot of emailing work. I prepare my speech or presentation. I sleep at 12:30, 1 o'clock. Then I can't wake up at 5 in the morning. I wake up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I skip 1 or 2 days. Perfectly fine. I don't blame. I don't worry about myself. I accept it. I said, okay, it's nothing wrong in that. Even if you miss 1 or 2, 3 days, don't worry. Start the next day once again. From 5 in the morning. Every day is a fresh day for us. So have that commitment in you. Do these things one by one for 21 days. Believe me, end of 21 days, your life will definitely transform for the good of your future. Thank you and wish you all the very, very best for this 21 days challenge. Let us make this as a habit. We will have challenges, difficulties. You might travel in 1 or 2 days. Weekend might come. You might feel like not waking up. ruthlessly follow this routine. Okay, if you miss one or two, fine, but try your level best. Try your level best to stick to this routine. Ensure that you wake up at 5 in the morning, complete the morning routine, then start your regular day. Yeah, once again, thank you so much. Wish you all the very, very best. Take care and bye bye. Happy learning, happy growing, and happy waking up at 5 in the morning. Take care and bye bye.